Hey there piglets, it's me, Brody, otherwise known as Porcine Assembly Line, and welcome to another episode of the Golden Pig Review Show. If you haven't seen one of these before, this is how it works. I pick 3 tracks from the week's submissions, I play them in no particular order, I give a little bit of feedback after each one, stuff I liked, anything I didn't like, anything that made me want to jump through the window and roll around in the broken glass. And then after that, I pick the track that I enjoyed the most of those 3 and I award that one with the week's Golden Pig Award, which is an utterly pointless award. It's almost a waste of time, but it's a bit of fun for me and you guys seem to enjoy it. So this week I had a hell of a lot of submissions, about 120 in total. Took me quite a while to get through them all, but there was some really good stuff in there, and some great stuff that I won't get a chance to review this week. And as I open up submissions every week, if you miss the cut, just send it through again. Always happy to take another listen. And the 3 that I've picked here are, really solid bits of music, so should be a good show. Let's move on to the first track. Our first track comes to us from the UK, from Cheltenham to be exact. It's from a band called The Strays. It's a song called Nighttime is the Right Time, and it's off their album Dropout Zone, which is due to be released later this month, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. To describe it, I'd say it's a bit of a rockabilly feel with a female vocalist. It's quite an enjoyable track. Let's take a listen now and I'll give you some of my thoughts on the other side.
Twilight is so blind.
Okay, so that was Nighttime is the Right Time by the Strays out of the UK. Good stuff. The pace of the song and the way that it travels along was excellent. I thought there was never a dull moment in that track, which is always good. The musicianship of all the members of the Strays is quite superb. Really happy with how they play their parts and how they work off each other. It just makes for an altogether really enjoyable listening experience. The song was extremely well recorded. Really like hearing stuff of that quality. I mean, whether it's been done in a high-end studio or in someone's bedroom, when it turns out like that, it's just amazing. Really, really well done on that front. And a special nod to the vocals, which I thought were just sublime. The main vocal line from the front woman, excellent. She's quite a talented singer. Really, really enjoyed her voice. And that sweet little harmony after the guitar lead break towards the end was just very, very well done. So excellent track. I have nothing bad to say about that song, so that's good. Usually only have one or two that I don't have any sort of negative or constructive feedback out of each week's submissions. So yeah, very well done there. And just to summarise, I usually don't go for the rockabilly or that type of style of music, but I really, really enjoyed the song, and I'm looking forward to the full album drop, which according to the email that was sent through with that submission is mid-July. So keep an eye out for Dropout Zone by the Strays. Alright, our next track is an instrumental track. It comes from a group called Voyager 3. That's spelt the same as Voyager, but with a 3 instead of the E. They're from Detroit, Michigan in the US. It's off their album War Mask, and it is the title track. They sent me through the whole album, which very, very much appreciated, guys. The submission that caught my eye was a cover of King Crimson's Red, which I highly recommend you check out. But I thought to showcase the group's own writing as well, I might play one of the original tracks off the album. So this is War Mask by Voyager 3. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so that was War Mask by Voyager 3. It is not every day that someone sends me a track that makes me go searching for my CD of the War of the Worlds musical, but the album that was sent through by Voyager 3 did exactly that. I really needed to find and consume a little bit of Jeff Wayne's masterpiece. I hope that doesn't offend you guys in any way, but I think it's a good comparison. It just reminds me of that sound, but a little bit heavier. Anyway, the good points, the stuff that I really enjoyed about that track. It has got an excellent, slow, steady build to it, building up to various little miniature climaxes throughout the track. And then it has quite a solid one towards the end where everything just kind of comes together nicely. It's got an excellent and well-developed, I guess, synth rock, would you say, sound. I really think of it that way. And superb musicianship from all of the members. They just play together quite well. It's quite apparent that they've got a good musical and creative bond. And that brilliant menacing presence of the whole track I think really sets the tone for the album. So if you guys enjoyed that one, definitely check out War Mask, the whole thing, the whole album. And one final note on the good side of things is when the hi-hats first enter on the drum kit, it just kicks it into a driving rhythm, and I really enjoyed that. Once again, nothing bad to say. There's nothing even really constructive I could say. I think Voyager 3 have got a well-developed sound, and they don't really need any sarcastic input from an amateur cretin like myself. As a bit of a summary, I think it's got all the best features of your typical 80s science fiction movie soundtrack, but just that little bit heavier, which really works. So hats off to Voyager 3. I'm really enjoying the album, and keep up the good work. Send me anything new that comes along, and if you want me to take to submit something for a future show, just let me know, because I've already got all the files on hand. On to our final track, I think. Okay, piglets, our third song for tonight is from a band called Slack Attack in Melbourne, here in Australia. The song is called Smashed Avo Wanker, which is a really good song title. So let's take a listen to it now.
Head like a drop pie,
Alright, so that was Smashed Avo Wanker by Slack Attack. The good stuff. It's got a great energy to it, and it's got a very upbeat, feel within the music. Keeps moving along at quite a nice pace, and the intensity, particularly in the vocals, is definitely something good on that track. And I'm always a fan when I hear when I'm listening to music produced by Australians, of hearing the natural sort of local accent shine through. I think particularly in styles like punk and hard rock and noise and whatnot, it really just shines through when you sing in the Australian accent. So it's good to hear that coming through in this track. I wouldn't necessarily say anything bad about that one. I mean, it's simple, it's brief, but that's kind of what you want in one of those more intense, fast-paced punk tracks. So no bad stuff to comment on that one. A solid thumbs up for Smashed Avo Wanker from Slack Attack. Thanks for sending it in, guys. Alright, you pigs. Let's award this golden pig, shall we? It's an extremely frustrating part of doing these shows. It's bad enough picking the tracks out, but then I have to narrow it down and pick the one that just worked the best for me and give it this pointless bloody award. But some lunatic committed to doing this every week. I'm looking at you, camera for reflection guy. This week it's going to The Strays with Nighttime is the Right Time. The thing that I enjoyed the most about the track was the vocals. The lead vocalist is excellent. There's just so much quality to her voice. The intensity and the attitude is just all there. It's just everything that you want in a front person, really. So that's great. The backing vocals brought the whole thing up a notch, I thought. In particular, those little bits in the pre-chorus sections that kind of have a call and response with the lead vocal line. That was just really well handled. So The Strays, Nighttime is the Right Time. Golden Pig winner for the 1st of July 2019. If you are a musician yourself, or you're part of a musical act, even if you play solo triangle and you have an elaborate 18-minute odyssey that you want to send through, I encourage you to do it. I'm not picky. I will listen to anything and I'll let you know if I enjoy it enough to include it on the show. You can send submissions either through by email, in which case include an audio file. My email address is porcignassemblyline@gmail.com. Check the description to see how you spell that. You can also send me a Facebook message or a Twitter DM, I think it's called, and I will let you know if I want a copy of the track to include on the show. Until next week, I'm Brody, otherwise known as Porcine Assembly Line, and please send me your shit. Bye for now.